Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Chaos Chronicles. Today is a fun time, a fun day. We are covering every episode of Tales of the Underworld released yesterday on May 4th. What did you guys do, by the way, on May 4th? Let us know in the comments below. But if you don't already know, my name is Dustin. This is my co-pilot Jordyn, and we are fans of all things Disney, Marvel, and Star Wars. And we are bringing you today Star Wars Tales of the Underworld. And it is so good, so jam-packed with information. And it has one of our icon queens that we all have wanted to see for a long time. So let's get right into it. Hey, Jordyn, what's up, girl? We're here again.
The countdown threw me off for a second. When
We're
it
here.
stopped, I was like, what?
I had a
Oh my
shimmy.
goodness. What a ride Tales of the Underworld was.
It was so good. We actually just both finished it. So, well, this is real fresh
Literally,
information for
for me,
us.
like 20 minutes ago.
For me, like an hour ago, but it's really good. The first three episodes are about our favorite little Sith turned good again, Asajj Ventress. We love her.
Yes. First three episodes started off and I had good hope, and then not so much for the last three.
Yes, I agree. The Bane story, um, it was okay. I wasn't a big fan.
Uh, it, so like at times, because of like the little time jumps, I was like, what the hell is going on? Who's who in the
What's
suit?
what? What's happening?
But I could have went with more Asajj and less Cad Bane.
Me as well. Again, I've never been a big fan of Bane. I don't really. His character has always kind of just been blah to me. I, I'm not a big bounty hunter fan. I'm realizing, or like a pirate fan in Star Wars. There are some bounty hunters I want to see more of, but Bane is not the one I want to see, to be honest.
Well, to be fair, they killed them off pretty quickly when he went into live action. So,
Yeah, yeah,
not going to
yeah.
see much of him.
We're not. This
I
is
do
probably
feel
the
like,
end of Bane.
yeah, I do feel like they, well, maybe not. There's a chance. Maybe in the mall animated show.
Yeah, you're right. Probably. We probably will see Bane
But
again.
I was surprised they brought him in. They took the time to CGI him and bring him into live action, and then it wasn't. He wasn't in live action long.
Nope.
He don't
Not
get
at all.
killed.
He got.
So it's one of those things where they kind of should have, if they were going to keep him in, they should have at least left him in live action a little bit longer. It was kind of like I wouldn't want to go out like the way that they ended him.
Me either. Not at all.
So, like, in that sense, I kind of feel bad,
Hmm.
but I don't think we'll see much more of him unless he shows up in the mall series.
Right. Right. I will say the only like we're kind of like talking about Bane right now, so let's just talk about those three episodes. Um,
Yeah, and then we'll
with,
finish on Asajj because there
well,
was
yeah, Asajj Ventress episodes were delicious,
I wanted
appetizing.
more
I wanted more too. But with
with
the
the
Bane
children.
episodes, I did like how we see him kind of like, I don't know, at the beginning of episode 4, let's just talk about episode 4, when he is like kind of with his friend and they're kind of living on the streets, are they like homeless? Do they have family? Are they by themselves? Do they only have each
Well,
other?
it kind it kind of seemed like they only had each other, and I think there was a throwaway line about the mom.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got the impression that maybe something happened to her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was getting very homeless backstory. I couldn't tell, and I'm still not 100% sure, but they acted like they were brothers.
I agree. Fully agree with that.
And I was on board. Oh, he's got a brother, la da la da la da. And then later on, it seems like they were just friends.
Absolutely. It did seem like they were. It was weird, but also too, maybe it's a situation where it's like a friend turns relative kind of thing. Like
Yeah, I
they,
mean, I have friends like that as well that I would consider
yeah,
family.
me too. Me
We're
too.
not in the we're in the Fast and Furious franchise now. Um,
Oh, period. I haven't seen like half of those
but
movies.
it was just weird
It was
that
weird.
they didn't really clarify.
Mm-mm. No, not at all. We don't. Honestly, I don't even know. Did they even mention the time jump between episode 4
No,
and
they
then
didn't.
episode 5? Okay, I
They
didn't think
kind
they
of
did.
they were kind of like
I was like, did I miss
he got
something?
caught,
Mm-hmm.
and at what time in that the friend getting caught, there was definitely growth.
Yeah, between both for sure. And they kind of they hinted on the fact that Bane and his friend, I forget his name, um that they've kind of been on different sides in their adult life. The
Yeah,
friend kind of went more to the good side. I'm going to say
after his
good.
arrest,
Yeah. He went to the good side when Bane turned worse, I think. I think Bane went.
Bane was kind of mentored by the guy that they first,
We're introduced to. Yeah.
yeah, the like dude with the heist.
Yes.
Because I don't think they gave a name for him, and that's what I mean. Like where the storytelling wasn't concise is I initially also thought he was Cad Bane.
Me too. Me too. The whole I
And then
literally thought that was him the whole time.
we learned that I don't they didn't really give him a name aside from maybe the nickname. I thought I heard Tracker, but I could be wrong.
I don't remember either. I don't think they gave him a solid name though. I think you're right on that.
And then basically Cad Bane was going on the planet to return like justice wise,
Mhm.
like some vigilante bullshit.
Yeah.
Because in the second episode, Tracker or whatever his name was like, no, you're staying here, and had him stay with the chick
Yeah.
whose name
I think it's
I'm
Aaron, Aaron,
that's
Aaron,
something like
something
that.
like that. I think it's Aaron, but I could be wrong. It's something similar.
And then when the ship comes back so early, Bane is like gun ho on revenge.
Yes, he's gun ho on revenge because his crew, all of his crew died. He doesn't know who ended them at the time in episode 5.
No, not at all.
Not at all, but he goes on a justice tangent, and
He
it's just
wants it was very revenge.
it was very revenge, very dark sided, and
Right.
we learned that Aaron, Amber, whatever her name was, female, kind of betrayed him and threw him under the bus. So he's under the impression that she had something to do with his crew dying, which then he gets like flared up. He's ready to go. Baby, he's ready. And
He
he's
needs
like
some
out to
anger
get revenge.
management. I don't know what was going on.
I don't either. Bane's character always gave me kind of poop poop. Like he always been kind of shit to me.
I felt bad for him. For a few seconds, I was like, okay. All the
Hmm.
like homeless kids and all that, that was kind of like hard to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's get that crunchy, crunchy, honey.
It was definitely the episode 4 was very hard to watch. I felt really bad for him and his friend slash brother. We see them kind of get treated like garbage by that owner of that whatever was going on in that building. I really don't know. It kind of looked like
It,
a restaurant. It kind of looked like a
so it kind of,
not a grocery store, rather not a
this
restaurant.
is
My
kind
bad.
of what I'm seeing, what I kind of thought it might be. It was kind of like a bodega.
Yeah,
And then in the back of the bodega was like an illegal casino.
yeah. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah,
Yeah. But
we don't know because they took out the tracker slash man who was kind of like employing Bane and his friend at too young of an age to employ them to be doing some shady illegal shit. Kills everybody in that. Kills the owner. Kills his following. Everyone dies in that building. We don't really know what it is, but I think you're right. I think there was
it's
like a
giving bodega illegal casino.
yeah. I agree, and I think it was like that's probably exactly what it was.
Because the the crunchies were basically like a candy. Like it
Mm-hmm.
was giving pick and mix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the legal casino
It makes sense. It really
and the
does.
7-Eleven.
Yes, a 7-Eleven casino in the back, baby. That's what we need, actually. I would have been up in there. I don't like gambling all like that, but
They really did give a pretty good distraction.
they did though with their little let's beat down everything.
I was like, okay, girl, get what you need.
Get what you need, girl. And then the one got caught. I don't remember his name. It's bothering me, but
I don't remember.
rip friend.
R.I.P. friend.
R.I.P. friend.
Uh,
R.I.P. friend.
he was after jail. He was like, I'm a change in my ways.
Oh yeah, I feel like he did it within jail because he was a kid in jail, and then we see him as an adult later. We don't know how long he was in jail, but it could have been a very long. He could have been in jail from a child to his adult life.
Well, it was kind of like, for me, it kind of seemed like they were maybe 13, 14
Right.
when he got arrested, and the other one went with Tracker or whatever his name was. And then it was giving kind of like early 20s, maybe time difference wise.
Yeah.
But then there's another time jump in episode 6.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Another time jump. Now this Aaron and friend slash brother have a child. Bane is out to get Aaron slash Amber,
what
whatever her
is,
name was.
do we know Cad Bane's species?
I
Because
think we
what I
probably do. Hold
they
on.
gave us a lot of that species in Tales of the Underworld.
We did get a lot of them. Cad Bane species is Duros. Duros?
Sure.
It's spelled Duros.
Druos?
Duros. I don't know, but it's something of that nature. It's an alien species,
Droid?
obviously. But we did get a lot of them. We got them in every single episode and multiple of them in every
Yeah, and
single
it seemed
episode.
like multiple ones. Like it
Yeah.
seemed like whatever planet they were on was like a very them species heavy.
It was them species heavy, but it was very split with their your status definitely mattered on the planet they were in,
Yeah,
because in episode 4 we saw two mothers with their children, or a child, I don't remember, I think it was only one, but the mother's like, you cannot talk to them, we don't associate.
yes, yes.
I was like,
With their
what?
kind or
Yeah.
something. It was very snooty matooty.
It was very snooty. This Varia is a status-based planet, which is interesting to see with an alien species planet. I feel like that's something a human race planet absolutely would have, but the fact that we see it on an alien planet is interesting.
Was that a droid that they stole the fruit from in the first episode?
Yes, it was. Yeah,
Oh, they were smarter than that droid. They really played him.
they played him good.
The
Uh,
hustle was there.
The hustle
I
was
was
there.
actually rather impressed. I was like, okay.
I was impressed by it as well. I think that the
They
first
really made it
episode,
confusing for the.
episode 4 in the Bane 3 episodes was my favorite because we got like a child Bane that we've never seen before. We don't know where we
And
never knew where
his
he came
name
from
was,
until this.
and his name was never. It wasn't Cad Bane until later on,
Right.
because the
It's
friend was like, "That's what you're going by now."
mm-hmm. It was
So
it was all right.
I just found it slow moving.
It was slow. I agree. I feel like it was very slow moving. We my favorite parts were the whole episode 4, the first one of the trilogy episode, and then the very end when the brother slash friend says that he didn't take everything from Bane and then directed that to the child. I still think that the child was not the friend's. I think it was Bane's.
I'm. It's. I don't think we're gonna ever know.
We're not going to know, but it definitely seemed like it. Please, if you think that as well, let us know because I am dead set that I think he was implying that the child was not his and it was Bane's because Bane and that Aaron girl were together before the friend was with her.
And
So
how
I
did
think
she
it is.
die?
She
Like
did
this?
not die. She did not die. We saw her at the end. She didn't die.
No, I think that was someone else
I think that was her. I think.
because he was before he killed her. He was like, she's dead.
I don't know. I thought that was her at the end. I could be wrong. I have to go rewatch this episode now.
Honestly, but no, like he was kind of. I remember like distinctly saying, Aaron, him telling Bade that Aaron was dead,
She said she was gone, not
which was
dead.
kind of implying dead.
I think he. I don't think it implied death. I think that was her at the end. I don't think she was actually gone. Now
We
I'm
could
going
be
to go.
missing the whole point of this 3 episodes, and we could be completely off base. Let us know in the comments because
We're both on different pages here. I do think that was her at the end, and I don't think he meant dead, but I could be wrong, and I don't know. I do think that kid was Baines, though. 100%. I am going to die on that hill. That hill is where I will be dead. Everybody, well, you'll find my dead body there,
dead,
baby. But
dead.
yeah, but I think we can transition to the Asajj Ventress episodes now, unless you have anything else to say. I don't have anything else to say about it. It was slow burner, kind of.
I will say that what I am finding with these like short stories, some of some of them have been really lackluster,
Right.
and then some have been really good.
Hmm.
Tales of the Jedi in general was, for the most part, pretty good.
Hmm.
Maybe I'm biased because most of it was Ahsoka. But even like Bear's Offie in Tales of the Empire was more interesting than the Mary Elsbeth.
Yeah, I actually really I think out of the 3 series we've had now, I think the Empire is my favorite because I really want Bears Offie more. I really hope she lived in the end of Empire. I hope we see her in live action. We could see her in Ahsoka season 2 if she's alive, and I would love that to be reunited with her old friend. That would be
This
great.
makes me also interesting. We've had the Empire, we've had the Underworld. What is going to come next? Will we get Tales from Mandalore?
I have no idea. I don't know where
Because
else we can go.
Tales from Mandalore would be cute.
Are we going to get a second season of any of these?
Right.
We could get
Which
a
is kind of
second.
why I'm kind of like, maybe Mandalore's next.
I would be okay with Mandalore, but what I really would like is like I want Tales of the Jedi, let's just use that as an example, to have a season 2 of Jedi we really haven't seen before. Like their story, like Yaddle's story. Like that would be cool in a second season of the Tales of the Jedi. In the Tales of Republic, we can see another character similar. I don't know who off the top of my head.
Ooh, Republic might be a good spin-off one.
Yeah, Tales of the Republic would be good. Tales of the Mandalore would be good. Um, yeah, we could.
I really hope Disney continues with it because I found them like they're easy watches
Quick.
and for the most part come with some pretty good information.
Yeah, I mean, we
Minus
absolutely
the
get the
confusion
backstories.
that was the last 3 episodes of
Yeah,
this particular one.
I agree. Tales of the Underworld, the last 3 episodes with the Bane story arc was very confusing at times. They should have announced the time jumps and how long it was because we never got that.
Yeah, that would have maybe helped a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But like back with the Empire, the one we just Underworld, we know Cad Bane was in jail for a while.
Yeah, absolutely was.
So how long was that?
Right, right. How long
See,
was it?
information I would love to know.
I don't know. It's very, very, very interesting. There was a lot of questions. I think we got questions in both of the like trilogy
Yes.
episodes, but let's get
I do
into.
agree. More tales from the Jedi with Jedi we don't really know.
I agree. Fully hope that
Especially
happens.
like um I want to know more about the Jedi that saved Grogu. I
Did
can't
they
think of the
announce who it
character name.
was?
Yeah, in Mandalorian, it was a Jedi that was played by um Ahmed Mr. Best.
Oh yeah, Kelleran Beck or Beck.
Yeah.
Kelleran Beck.
So tell me more about Kellyanne Beck and why is he?
Why is he an icon that we don't know? How is he such an icon that we don't? Was Kelleran
How
Beck?
did how did he get out of Order 66?
Mm-hmm. Was that character in a game?
I don't think so. I think it was on like a kids show.
Okay, he was also in the fan-made Clone Wars animated movie. And yeah, he was in the Star Wars Jedi Temple Challenge.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was like a game show.
All 10 episodes he was in.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I've never seen this. I don't even know what this
I was
is.
just about to say, as you're saying, I was like, maybe we should watch it and find out
Yes, we should watch it. I'm curious. I've never seen it.
and do a special episode on it because I've never seen it.
Oh, he wasn't actually in that Clone Wars movie, by the way. That I thought there's just an image within that art style of him. Oh yeah, we absolutely should. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's something we will be peeping into, y'all. So if you're excited for that, stick around because we will be peeping this. I've
Will it
never.
be good? Who the hell knows?
Where do we even watch it? I don't even know. I've never heard of
Come on,
this.
Disney Plus, release it.
Yeah, for real. Hold
But that's
on.
a Jedi I would like some tea on. Who else?
It was a game show from 2020. I've never heard of this. Hold on. Where to watch?
It was a game show in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've
Okay.
never.
It's on YouTube.
Oh,
And it's on StarWarsKids.com. Didn't even know that was a thing.
you know what? I remember hearing StarWarsKids.com when I was watching Celebration.
I don't know what that is. Never heard of it. Going to have to go look at it and see what that is about because I've never been on this
What
website.
what is this mess?
Yeah, no, for real.
But even like, let's get some more gun GT.
Yeah, I
I'm
want
just
Gunji as
thinking of
well.
like Jedi
What
that I
is
want to know
this?
more about.
I agree. Oh, yep. Temple Challenge right there. Here we are. I see it on the website, StarWarsKids.com. All the episodes.
Do you need a membership?
Nope, I don't think so.
Well, okay. That might be something to do in the off season.
Off. I think it is. Yep, I don't think so. Let me double check, everyone.
Like,
Hold on. We're kind of getting sidetracked, but here we go. Nope, you don't.
I'm
You do not. You do not.
interesting.
Okay, we are going to
That
watch
was another thing I thought might be fun is maybe try to create some Star Warsy dishes at home.
I love that too. Yes, we did talk about this. That would be cool. Do you guys want us to
Asajj
do that?
Ventress.
You know what? This
Because
game,
Andor's almost over.
Andor is almost over, but I'm just going to mention this quickly. This like Star Wars challenge game, Kids Challenge, is reminding me of like the 1990s show, The Legends of the Hidden Temple. That's kind of what it's giving already. Like I
Oh,
watched like two
maybe that
seconds.
was their. I want to say that was maybe their inspiration because I know what you're talking about.
Yes. Did you guys watch that show? I don't remember it, but it seemed really good.
I remember
I remember
bits and
watching it.
pieces of it.
Right. That's what it's giving. Ooh, this is exciting. We do need to watch this. I'm down. So down. But we're getting distracted. We are getting way off base. We're going to talk about that at another time, but let's get into the first 3 episodes of Underworld, the Asajj Ventress episodes. Now, these episodes, guys, were so good. Like, it starts off with a bang.
Bane. I really appreciate how much resurrection is involved in Star Wars.
I agree. Because if you guys don't know or haven't seen yet, no spoiler ahead, the first episode of Underworld starts off where the novel Dark Disciple ends.
You
And
know, we were talking about Dark Disciple, and like I said, I'm not much of a reader, but maybe I'll get the audible of it.
honestly, there should be. Let's look. I might have an Audible credit. Let's look.
That's something I always forget about is the audible credits.
I have 4
I
Audible
know
credits.
they are being billed to me, but I barely check.
I didn't check. There's a lot of Star Wars books. Now I was just thinking there wouldn't be. There's 2,337 Star Wars books, guys, on Audible. That's
Now,
crazy.
does that include the graphic novels?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know.
Because that probably makes it a hell of a lot more.
And they do have Dark Disciple. I'm getting it too. Buy it for a credit, baby.
Come on, Dark Disciple.
I just got it, Hanny. I have 3 more credits. I'm gonna use those later. But yes, it starts off where the Dark Disciple ends, and Quinlan Voss and Obi-Wan are bringing Ventress's body back to Dathomir to a burial pool,
Come on,
and
Dathomir.
she comes, and then she gets like an ultimatum because Quinlan Voss's love for her, which we've seen and we've heard about and we know is true, comes through, and then the mother is like, hey, Ventress, you can stay with us fallen sisters, or you can go back into the real world, however, at a cost for your heart's desire. Now, we don't know what that is. What could it be? I really don't know.
I considered that maybe it could be Quinlan Voss.
I think so too. That's what my immediate thought was, but she also spends the rest of the 3 episodes trying to find him. So I'm confused. Or is he
Yeah, but
already
I'm
dead? I
wondering,
don't even
he
know.
might be dead, and that's why she can't find him.
She doesn't really look that hard, if I'm being honest. She's like trying to find the path, but then when she finds the path to the path,
Okay, so the funny thing about the path, I have played Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order.
Right.
Now we know there's a sequel, another one coming because it's a 3-game set that they did tell us, but they haven't said when. But why I'm bringing this up is they talk about the path in
Yeah.
Jedi Survivor, and the planet that they are go to, where the path is, looks like the planet Jedha from the Star Wars Jedi Survivor game.
Right.
Like,
Which could
that's the
be.
planet that it looked like.
It would make sense that that's true because I didn't play the game, but is the premise after Order 66 like you're trying to hide, or I don't know how the game's premise is.
I think at that point everybody's in hiding.
Yeah. Which would make
But
sense because the path was a place for the Jedi that survived Order 66
to hide.
to hide at.
Right. And it really did look like Jedha to me. So I'm wondering if that's where they were. But during the Jedi Survivor, Jedi Fallen Order, all of those things, Vader is alive in this time.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. It's interesting. I don't know. I also like that's another question I wanted answered. Is Quinlan Voss even still alive when Ventress is trying to find him? We don't know. Now I forget how Quinlan Voss dies and when he dies. I know he does. And he's doing it during like I think he does because if I remember correctly, could be wrong. I don't even know. This is not canon, very likely, but in the lore of Star Wars, I'm pretty sure he dies at the path when Inquisitors find the path and they kind of take out everyone
And
that's
that's the
there.
thing. The Inquisitors do come to the location
Yeah, and I think he
in the
dies there.
game. So
I think Quinlan dies there. Maybe not in the game. I again didn't play the game.
it's been a minute for me. I think you're right because I think he's in it,
I think so too, but I could be wrong.
but also like I could be wrong because in this timeline there are a bunch of people from at the path. Like there's a bunch of Jedi hiding out.
Yeah,
Now
there
I
is.
don't remember who all is there because I'm like real. Like let's be real, they're not going to give you a full list.
Let's be also real. Probably most of the Jedi that were there were unnamed Jedi that we had never seen before. Because like
Right.
all the big names died for the cause. They said, "Bitch, let's go." In it to
Right.
go. In it to win it, baby.
And it
Very slim characters that we've known in Star Wars as Jedi survived Order 66. Very
during
slim
where
pickings.
at the path too is they're trying to rebuild the Jedi archive.
Yeah. Yep.
So
It's interesting. The path is very interesting. We never get to the path in Underworld. We
we do not.
We do not, but I'm confused as why. Why doesn't Ventress go on the port, or not on the port, on the ship at the end of episode 3? This is kind of skipping episode 2.
Uh,
But why does she not go on it? Why does she
I
send Lyco?
I
Is
like
that his
that
name?
Lyco character. I want to know more about him.
Me too. Me too.
Why doesn't he go?
I don't know. I think there was there was like a comedic ending of episode 3 where she's like, "You missed it, didn't you? You missed the fucking plane," and then he's like, "No, I just wanted to be with you." But honestly, in all realness,
Also, why does she throw the water bottle?
that's a good question too. I don't know that part either. I wondered the same thing. It was empty, but I don't know why she threw it either. But
Girl, you're
as
gonna need water at some point. Keep the
right,
bottle.
he's also a child, so I get that he didn't want to be alone anymore, and he trusts her at the end of episode 3. Like, they're actually friends. She actually might teach him. She might take him on as like a
That would be
Padawan kind of.
cute.
She might actually take him on as
But
like a
who was
Padawan,
his original Padawan?
or
Like,
his
who was his?
original master. You mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. It's never said. It's
This
never
is why,
stated.
like, I would have preferred a little more Ventress and a little less Cad Bane.
I really agree. I love Asajj Ventress. I think she's long overdue for airtime and long overdue for live action. And we see
And
her.
the, going back to episode 1, what made her decide she was going to help him?
It's a good. Well, see, in episode 1, she sees him fail to Jedi mind trick her boss, and she's like, "Bro, what the hell?" And she then obviously knows that he is force sensitive, and she's just like, "Bruh." And then I don't know what makes her feel like eager to help him, because she hides him from the troopers at the beginning when the troopers showed up at the ticket booth. Then she proceeds to help him when the boss exposes him and says that he's right there, baby, give me that money. And she kills all the droids, and then proceeds to help him yet again when the Inquisitor comes for him. So I don't really know. I think the
Do
only
you
thing I
think
can
she
really
sees
think
some
of,
of herself in him, maybe?
maybe he's lost everything, she's lost everything. So maybe he even states that in episode 1. He said, "I need help. I've lost everything," and she has too. We know she has. She
But
lost
that
her
girl's been
life.
through it.
She literally died. She literally has
Right.
lost her life and then came back. So maybe that, I don't know. But also I think now that she's been revived, that I believe that she's using the second life as something
To be
good.
good.
Yeah, to be good.
I could see that. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
It was very heart. The first episode was so good. It was very heartwarming. It was very.
I got emotional when they were taking her to bury her.
Me too.
I was like, no, not this. I don't want to cry today.
I also was emotional, especially because Quinlan Voss was crying. We had Obi-Wan there to support him. It was just.
Obi-Wan just pushed it over the edge for me. I was like, no.
I was just like, damn. It was very, very heartwarming. And so was episode 3. Episode 2 was kind of like the jam-packed episode with the drama and the fighting.
Yeah, so like that they're on some kind of planet.
They're on some kind of
It
planet.
was giving Tatooine or Jeddah.
I
I
don't
don't know, like
remember.
anytime I see a Star Wars planet that looks like a desert, I think Tatooine. But as
Yeah.
someone who's played the desert in on Jeddah, I was like Jeddah. Like the
I don't.
architecture, everything was giving me Jeddah.
I'm looking it up because I want to know. Hold on, everybody.
But so they're going to the spring.
Uh, the spring when they. It does not.
Was
They do. Oh, they do not know. There's no confirmed planet for what they're on in episode 3. I don't know what they're on. But we do get a spring. They get introduced to this granddaughter and grandfather. The grandfather was somebody in a war.
you know what? He looked like I had seen him in the Clone Wars.
That's what I said too. I said
I
the
was like,
same thing.
that guy's face looks familiar. And then
I
he
agree.
knew it was Ventress.
I agree. Yes. So I think we also saw him in the Clone Wars. He's not given a name. I try to find it. He's just called the grandfather, but he was. I think he was in the Clone Wars as well, and he was on the Republic side. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I'm assuming
And he had a lot of medals.
a bunch. Like I think 8. or something 10, 8 to 10.
And
Yeah.
he decorates with Roger Roger.
Yeah, yeah, they were like scarecrow battle droids outside, and I was not battle no, yeah, battle droids, and I'm like, oh,
They were battle droids.
I was like, wait, what?
Automatically, I'm like, Roger Roger.
You mean I said I did the same thing, and I was like, yep, here you go. So he was on the Republic side, so he knew Ventress before she turned dark, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And yeah, he knows her, she knows him. He had to be in Clone Wars. I think he was. The fact that you brought that up is so good because I felt the same thing.
Well, I was like, he looked like someone I had seen during the Clone Wars animated show. He looked like one of those like generals that I had seen.
Yeah, I agree fully.
And I was like, why does he look familiar to me?
That would be why.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards now. They didn't really give a name,
Nope, they did not. I
but he
tried.
definitely was like I had seen that face.
Yeah, I have as
Do I
well.
know? I don't know when in the Clone Wars but he looked deadly familiar to me for sure.
Me as well. But yes, they get introduced to them.
He trusts her, knowing she's Ventress, but the little granddaughter doesn't.
The granddaughter is interesting to me because she mentions Jedi are here or whatever at the beginning of that episode, and
Yep.
I don't know if that's like, are they afraid of them because they're hunted and they don't want to be found, or
I see it both ways, to be fair.
mm-hmm.
I think the granddaughter's thinking we don't want them here because of the fact that we don't want what do I
The
like
attention.
yeah, they're living quite simple life away from it all. And I think she just doesn't want them to like draw attention.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's the case as well. But they end up trying to help them and going to this water spring with her, the granddaughter, and she's an icon. Like the granddaughter's kind of a baddie for being like a
She was like,
child. She's like 10 to 11.
yeah.
She's a baddie.
But like my guess is grandpa got injured in the war.
Yeah, he's obviously in a like
Clone
wheelchair
Wars.
situation. Um, he is unable to do much, so the granddaughter kind of has to step up and take the role of the one to do things. So,
Which is sad.
which is sad, but the fact that she does it and does it well. I mean, she kind of
She
tries to
can handle
battle.
herself.
She tries to battle the Jedi. She tries to battle Lyco and Ventress, and obviously she isn't a match for two Force users, but she holds her own.
Yeah.
She holds it
Like,
not even to them, but also when we get to the watering hole, this water now is, we know that another species. It's like a chameleon species.
oh, they were so cute.
They were super cute. They kind of reminded me of Pascal from Tangled, but
Yes.
literally, yes, literally, yeah. It was iconic, but that's their water. So she was stealing from that. They were stealing from their water. They're just like, bro, that's my water.
What? I get it. Why are we stealing? But like also,
How do you know it's theirs? To be honest, they can't speak the language. The
but
only
you
one
know
that
who
can is
can
like, oh,
speak their
Lyco,
language? Lyco.
Lyco, Lyco can. Lyco does. Lyco says, yeah, I'm a Jedi. I can speak their language and understands
That
that
the water is being stolen.
yeah, it's their water, and they're just fighting for their property. And then they kind of like bring the two together. They bring the
Very
species.
diplomatic.
He's very diplomatic, which I love. He's a child also, which I love, a child that's strong in what they're doing.
He can hold it. I really appreciated that he can hold his own with someone like Asajj Ventress.
Yeah, who's
Because she is not a short order.
no, she's a definition of baddie. Definition of baddie. So I
She's
also
giving
like to
dominatrix, which I love.
I agree with you fully. I think I appreciated that he could hold his own. He actually kind of saves the day at the end of this with bringing the grandfather to the species leader, and they're kind of at an agreement that, hey, let's help each other. Let's help each
got you,
other.
girl.
Yeah, diplomatic. It's very beautiful.
Well, like, to be fair, that planet, there isn't much going on.
No. Is there even anybody else on it but that one chameleon species and the granddaughter and granddaughter, or grandfather and granddaughter?
That's why I was like, it's got to be a pretty big planet. Why is there only one spring?
Yeah, that's what I also wondered that too. I didn't understand that part of it.
Also, knowing that there's only one, so like for what they like, they've got to be aware that there's only one spring. So why would you willingly live there?
I'm pretty sure they're stuck there, if I'm honest, because they don't have the means to get off. I mean, we saw their like, um, what the heck do I want to say? Their
It
how
looks
they
like a farm of some kind.
Yeah, a farm, but on a desert. A farm on a desert. What are we growing? Please explain. I don't know, but I
Why
felt
are we
bad.
fiercely protecting it the way that they are? That was just like the way they were protecting their land.
Yeah, exactly. But now it seems like everyone in the episode
They
is
got
going.
along.
They're getting
They seem
along.
like happy as
Yeah.
clams.
At the end of the episode, I was curious. Now we still have to talk about episode 2 because we kind of skipped over it. But um the end of this episode, when Ventress is about to like off and embark on whatever, and then Lyco shows up like, hey, I want to be with you, let's go, baby. Where are they going? Where are you doing? Why did Ventress throw the water bottle? Like, where are you going? You're on like a creature. Like, where are you going?
Yeah, it was just weird to me.
It left us on a cliffhanger of like, what's next for Ventress? What's next for Lyco? Where are they going? What are we doing? There's nowhere. You're stuck here, kind of right now.
You know what it's giving me? Ahsoka being stuck on, well, Sabine Wren. What was that? Peridia?
I think so. I forget. I could be wrong. We could be wrong. We are humans and do be wrong sometimes.
Now I'm curious because that's what it was kind of giving me reminder wise.
Yes.
I think it's Peridia. I'm doing a quick Google. I know I wouldn't want to be stuck on this planet with no water.
Yeah, I mean, they have no means to even obtain it now. So they have to be on a mission to leave the planet.
I get the impression, though, that now that the chameleon species and the general of some kind, now that they're on the same page, will they work together?
I think so. I think that's kind of where that ended. I think that storyline ended with them like moving forward. They will work together to help each other. Which is great, which we love. I love that in life. I love when people that are different come together and really realize, hey, I know we have our
It
differences,
was
but let's put it
reminding me
aside.
of during the Ahsoka series.
Mhm.
Ezra's friends with those like cute turtle people.
Yeah, the crab turtle things. Yeah.
So yeah, so it's kind of reminding me of that.
Excuse me. And we get them
And
again in Ahsoka season 2.
it was Peridia.
Okay, I thought so. Yeah, it was good. I liked episode 3 a lot, but we skipped episode 2, so let's talk about her. It was a lot. It was jam-packed, actually, with action. We see Ventress and Lyco on their like kind of starting mission to find the path. They're on the mission to find the intel on the path, and Ventress kind of announces that, hey, an old bounty hunter friend of mine who we do see her work together in the Clone Wars with. Her name is, I forget, I have it written down. Give me 1 second. Let me get the bounty hunter's
Oh
name.
yeah, because they're not even on our planet yet.
They're not even, they're on a, I don't know where they are on in episode 2. They,
Okay, can we
Latsrazi.
just say she's a beautiful species?
Yeah, I don't know what her species is, but she is an icon, yes. I don't know, but her name is, yeah, Latsrazi. We saw her in the Clone Wars animated series. Her and
Yeah,
Ventress
I
do work
recognized her. I
together.
was just like,
Yes, I didn't know her name, though, and so I looked it up. But we do find her
what
and her
was her
little...
friend's partner's name? The one that kind of looked like a droid?
I don't know what I tried to find the name. It just gave me assassin droid, so I don't know what its name was. It's assassin droid. I don't know the name. I tried to find it.
Assassin droid.
If you know its name, please let us know. I
At
tried to
least give
look.
it a name, not just call it assassin droid.
Yeah, it's assassin droid, and it was a baddie.
We had, and we're going to make friends with them because we want what? Directions to the path.
Well, yeah. Well, Ventress is already pre-existing friends of hers. I don't know about the droid, but Ventress already knows lots. And yes, Ventress and Lyco go to lots like, hey, you have information. We will help you on a mission. You help us with information to go get
Rub my
a...
back, I'll rub your
Yeah, which
tentacle.
is, this is all sketchy. You know, Lyco is not vibing, and I wouldn't be either because I'd be like, this is sketch.
The thing with Lyco is he screams Jedi.
Yes,
Like, you couldn't even be covert about it. Everything about him screamed Jedi.
he literally exposes himself twice to the bounty hunter. He here's the things that he
How did
does.
Lyco get out of us? How did he survive Order 66? Because quite frankly, he's not that bright.
He probably wasn't. The only thing is he wasn't on Coruscant.
Yeah, probably. You're probably right. But like,
He wasn't on
you look
Coruscant
at
at the
him,
time.
he is definitely giving
His,
Jedi.
his Jedi Master definitely saved his life. He lost his Jedi Master because they said, "Bitch, go. You better go now."
Run.
But he does expose himself twice. I love that you mentioned that. Here's what he does. So there is a comment that he makes that when they kill the Bessalus species that they were fighting in the beginning of episode 2, he says that the loss of a life is tragic, and then Razzie immediately goes in, and she's like, "No, bruh, he's worth more alive than dead." As a bounty hunter, she's like, "Well, girl, what?"
There were some great quotes in the
There,
episode.
there was. I
Now I'm
agree.
running a blank as to some of my favorites at the current moment, but there were some great quotes.
I agree. There was really good ones.
Didn't he at some point? I don't remember what episode it was, but didn't he make a quote about hate leads to anger or something?
I do think so. I did not write it down, but I do think
It
so.
was very Yoda-esque. mask. It was kind of like a
He did. He
Vader leads
did.
the dark side or something.
I think it was in this episode, actually, episode
Yeah.
2, that he did say that. But he
He said
also
something on those lines.
he did. He also kind of exposes himself again when they are um going in on the plan to get the Imperial Shield relay unit that Razzie is trying to get, and that's what Ventress and Lyco are helping her to get. He states, and let's see, hold on. He mentions that if they're going to do this, they have to do it in a particular way. He states that they have to go under the ship to avoid like being seen or whatever. He goes into deep. I didn't write all of it down, but he goes into explaining what they have to do. And she looks at him. She's like, "Only a Jedi or a droid would know
Yeah.
this information, and you're not a droid."
Yeah.
And then Ventress is like shaking her head in the background, like, "Girl, like." When she said to him that he smells like a Jedi, this is what she meant. Like you give the aroma of Jedi in all the things you say. Like it just comes out. So it was
You a
interesting.
Jedi girl.
But this episode is crazy. I like it a lot because
It was very heist related.
it was. But the heist goes south. The heist goes south quick because the troopers find the assassin droid under the ship, and then everything breaks loose. All things break loose, baby. And yeah, we see Ventress and Lyco now in battle. Now they're whipping their lightsabers out. Troopers are getting thrown and murdered left and right. They're getting shafted, and we see bodies thrown. The droid is just annihilating all these troopers. They are annihilating them.
Yeah.
And now now the plot thickens in episode 2 because Razzie now said, "Oh, bruh, after Ventress and Lyco lose the unit that they were trying to get in the fight that broke out, Razzie states that, oh, we're going to switch the plan. Take the boy. We want the Jedi." And then now we see Ventress fighting the droid. A baddie energy girl. She was a baddie.
What her friend, what was her friend's name again?
Latzrazi, Lattszrazzi.
There was a point in the episode that Larazi was kind of like she's seen more value in Lycro over Asajj Ventress.
Yeah, well,
I think there was a point where like she tried to get rid of Ventress.
Well, yeah, she tried to get Ventress away from them during the fight with the Sesame Droid and Ventress. But Ventress found her way back on the ship very swiftly by like force jumping back on the ship from the little.
Force jumping. There was a lot of that.
There was a lot of force jumping in this episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ventress comes back, busts in out to save the boy. Razzie, I think her plan was the boy probably is less capable of protecting himself. I know Ventress. I know what she's capable of. Let's get rid of her and take the boy. So that failed. Ventress
just that.
She did just that for a second. Ventress gets back on the ship, like annihilates the assassin droid, cuts him up into pieces, literally sashimis him, and saves Lyco and tells Razzie get also off the planet or die. What you want, babe?
Come on, ultimatum.
Come on, come on, ultimatum. It's just so crazy the swift change of you just can't trust a bounty hunter. Razzie's changed from the unit that they were trying to get to the Jedi after they lost the unit was like this. Like literally bam, switch. Let's change it up, baby. It was good. It was a really good really good series overall, I
I
think.
honestly, and we had talked about it before going live. We've had Underworld, we've had Jedi, and we've had Empire. Now, I had suggested that Disney could continue doing these little shorts, and I thought maybe we could get Tales of Mandalore,
Mm-hmm.
or you had said maybe Tales of the Old Republic or something.
Mm-hmm.
We out of Star Wars, where would you guys like to see them? Um, if they're going to continue this little short series, which fingers crossed, come on Disney, do not f it up.
Please.
Um, who do you guys want? Like, where do you guys want them to go next?
Yes, please let us know.
And are they going to give us like if we get a season 2? I want to know more about Lycra and Asajj, Miss Ventress. Um, who else? You know what? I wouldn't mind some more Barris Offie as well.
Same.
I'm trying to think of other characters
Nothing I've already shown.
that they haven't.
Um, Yaddle would be a great character for a Jedi.
Yeah, because they've
Yaddle?
only really gave us that one episode where Dooku kills her.
Yeah, after she's been tortured for so long. Yeah.
Um, who else?
I would like to see Barisofi for sure. But who else outside of Barisofi Offie in the Empire would I like to see? Or hmm. It's hard saying. Honestly, it is.
They could easily give us some more Mon Mothma
They could give us more Mon Mothma as
because
well.
we she is almost in everything.
She is kind of everywhere.
She's in Andor. She's in Ahsoka.
Hmm.
I think she was in Obi-Wan too.
Mother's mothering low key.
I don't. Hmm. You know, I wouldn't mind. No, never mind. That's a dumb idea.
What are we gonna say? Nothing's a dumb idea here. We're just speculating.
Um, I thought it would be fun to kind of. I would love a little bit more detail of like the Jedi Order in general.
Yeah.
So like training of Padawans and stuff like that.
Hmm. I love it.
I mean, we've seen some training,
Yeah, definitely we have, but not.
but
Hmm.
that could be fun.
It could
There's
be.
so many. It's a huge galaxy, so like it would be. I want to see stuff I like. I want to feel familiar with it, but I also wouldn't mind not knowing. Like, tell me
Yeah.
more about this galaxy.
Yes. When you say that, there's a couple things that come to mind for me. Another character I would like to see in a Tales series,
Ish.
Gun-
Yeah.
Gunji, Gunji
Yeah.
and like storyline, and also for like a species overall, Huts. We don't see a lot of them. We don't see a lot of
We're
Huts.
gonna we're gonna get some hot in the is it the Mando movie they're gonna show up?
I think so because we did see one in the series.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we seen them. They could show up in Ahsoka.
I agree as well. I would love that. We also like
I would love more on Zeb.
Yeah, I would love Zeb too. I would love more Zeb. I would love more Ewoks.
Oh, I love Ewoks.
I would
You
love a
know what
good
I haven't
Ewok.
I haven't watched? I think I've watched it before, but I wouldn't mind looking at the old Ewok cartoons
I never watched it, but I want to.
because they're cute. I love Ewoks.
They are super cute. I
They're
like
kind
them
of
too.
they're kind of cannibals, but
So are humans, baby. Humans are cannibals, baby.
I don't know who else. I definitely feel I really wish we would have got more information on harking back to Acolyte, like that whole tribe thing. I want to know more about them.
I want more Acolyte anyway. We got robbed of Acolyte. Haters
Rest in peace,
literally
Acolyte.
hate. Rest in peace. You were robbed. We love Acolyte here. Dying on that hill too.
Who else am I? I want more info on the species that is Yoda, Yaddle, and Grogu. Like, what is that species? Tell me more. Where did they come from? There can't only be three of them, can there?
No. No, we do need more of that as well. I agree. The content of that species needs to be heard, and we do need more. Will we get more? It's a mystery to all of us.
I see maybe some answers coming.
We
Maybe.
hope maybe. Hopefully so.
But that's the other thing that's interesting to me is why was they must have known something about Grogu for them to protect him the way they did.
Yes, I'm unsure. I am unsure. It's a thing.
I'm interested.
Very interested. We have a lot of questions now. What are your guys' questions? Let us know what you want to see more of
Who
in
do
the
you want to see
universe.
more of
Yes. What do
in
you
this
want to see?
galaxy far, far away?
Far, far away, baby. Yes, let us know, everyone, what you guys want to see. Do you want to see more Tales of something? Tales of Mandalore, Tales of the Republic, Tales of XYZ. What do you want to see? Let us know. Is-
And we'll be back very, very, very soon with Andor episode 6. No,
yes,
is it 6, 7, 8?
it's
7, 6,
7,
8.
8, 9. We will be back, baby. 7, 8, 9
8
comes.
eating 9.
Episode 7, 8, and 9 comes out tomorrow, guys, for Andor Season 2. We are almost at the end. What do you want to see happen? Let us know. But I think this kind of wraps up Tales of the Underworld. It was really good. Overall thoughts?
I
Anything
want
left to
more.
say? I want more
More.
too. I want more Ventress. I want more Asajj, baby. Let's give her more. But we will soon find out. Do you want more episodes and more seasons of Tales of the Underworld, Empire, or Jedi? Please let us know. And next time, you will see us very soon for the next episode of Chaos Chronicles. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what you see. And we will see you very soon, guys. Love you. Bye. Thank you so much for watching this episode.